For all of you guys, what is it like when a new actor does come into the mix? Do you feel like it really changes your acting or changes what you bring to the table for the show?
Definitely. I mean, we get so many great people coming in. I mean, it seems like they're like combing the streets for like the best of the best, and they keep bringing them to us. It's like it's a nice thing, and like everybody has to up their game when the new person shows up. Not only that, like treat them like the guest stars they are.
Yeah.
I have to mention David Desmalchin, who played Abracadabra when he showed up.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He was awesome.
It changed everything.
Yeah.
And let's just jump off of that and say, so we got a lot of new people on last season. I'm going to direct this one at you, Todd.
Yep.
Are we going to
Finally.
see some new faces in the new season?
Yeah, I've been waiting all day to reveal this. So you know, the end of last year, we hinted a couple times at Clifford DeVoe coming on. So our big bad this year is the Thinker, and Neil Sandilands is from The 100. You may know him from The 100. Is going to play the Thinker, and he's amazing, and we're stoked.
Someone knows.
We also have, speaking of Gypsy and vibe, Gypsy's father, Breacher, is going to show up, and he's going to be played by Danny Trejo.
That's great. Yeah.
Oh,
Bomb dropped.
my gosh. I got to ask, Carlos, what did you feel like when you heard that was going to be her dad?
I pooped my pants. You know, what do you do? Please be aware many members of your audience may be under 18.
Under
Okay.
18 years of age.
There's also one more. There's another role along with the Thinker called the Mechanic, and she is going to be played by Kim Engelbrecht. So we'll have a nice little female villain as well.
Nice. I love hearing about the villains that you guys are going to bring because obviously it changes the dynamic of what Team Flash has to do. What is it this season that you guys are really trying to go for in that way? Because last year obviously was Savitar and it was Barry against Barry and really just trying to save Iris.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, this year it's with 3 speedsters in a row that we did. We wanted to change it up. So the Thinker, the way that we're sort of explaining it is it's the fastest man alive versus the fastest mind alive.
Oh.
Yes.
I like that.
That was a good reception. People were like, yeah.
We're also, I mean, a big thing this year is we're really trying to lighten the tone a little bit. Last year it got pretty dark, and we want to get back to the jokes. The fun.
And speaking of lightening the tone up a bit for the next season, Grant, were you just like, yeah, next season I'm in the Speed Force. Peace out, guys.
Yeah. I thought I was going to
Easiest
show up
season
like
ever.
midway through the season. Yeah, but no, I'm on the show, guys. Yeah, I'm still on the show. Yeah.
If we can get into it a little more too, where are we going to pick up? Because obviously, Kenyon, the season ended with you kind of taking over the mantle of the Flash in Central City. Where do we pick up with you?
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of how I view it is like Wally had to step up, not necessarily step forward. I think the whole team had to come together and be like, how do we make this machine work without the guy that was at our lead, you know? And so everyone's sort of just having to band together and do what we can with this sort of like sad situation and find the love and find the light wherever it is possible. So I think Wally's sort of growing up, he's finding a sense of freedom and self-confidence with himself that isn't as cocky as it was last time. But yeah, I think they're really just trying to be there for each other to deal with this and navigate this whole situation. Love you guys too.
And for each of you guys, for the different characters, because you're going to have to go into the season, and we saw some of it in that little teaser trailer, everyone dealing with the fact that Barry is gone. How does that affect each of your characters moving forward, if you can share any of that?
Sad. Sad. It's sad he's gone.
Yeah, well, okay, for me, Iris, I mean, she's devastated.
You play Iris?
I play Iris.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. She's devastated that he's gone into the Speed Force and that they didn't really have a discussion about it. He just took off and left. So we pick up season 4. Iris has kind of focused her energy on being the leader of Team Flash, actually. Kind of, yeah. she kind of steps up and leads the team, which is really, really cool. Yeah.
I love it. And I think it's a cool kind of transition from last season where it's like, not that you couldn't save yourself, you were working too, but the whole team was working together to save you, and now you get to be the one who's like, let's all do this together.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
Good. And I'm a nerd about this stuff. I get really excited.
I love it, girl.
Danielle, for Killer Frost at this point, can you talk at all about where she's gone, where she's been? Because obviously she says she's leaving, but we saw her in that footage.
But who did you see?
You've said nothing today.
You're welcome.
You're like a master of correct answer. You're so good.
I'm really excited for this season. Are you guys?
Todd, how proud of you are.
Hats
How
off.
proud of you
She's
are.
doing amazing. Yeah.
She's not going to break. She's just not going to break.
I'm going to guess that Danielle knows all the secrets on the show because she's the one who keeps her lips sealed.
Yes, that's true.
That is true.
That is usually true.
Like I said, obviously I'm a huge fan of the show. For you guys being on it, I know that you have moments that really stand out for you. Is there a scene in particular, an episode for each of you guys that really sticks out from last season?
I really liked getting to do the episode that Tom directed, where we got to go 8 years in the future and play versions of our characters, in a what-if situation. That was a lot of fun to play, and revisit those sets, in this weird way where they're all destroyed and there's leaves everywhere, and you know what I mean? It's really cool.
And that was fun for me personally, for favorite moments, just watching, this cast do normally when you're in a scene, you're involved, so you're playing your character. You're not, you're that's my dad.
Dad, come on.
It's like, we're lunch. What?
It's not time.
Yeah, tell him.
It's not time yet.
He's
Dad.
famous. You got to listen to him, Dad.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
finish.
So anyway, but to watch them, or you're at the monitor and you're not in the scene, just watch them act and perform. It's a stunning amount of talent, and to be able to witness and be part of it on a daily basis, I just felt like a real privilege.
Yeah, the prison scene for me in that episode was really fun. I was in prison.
Oh, you were amazing.
Also,
There was also
Kevin
one
Smith's
moment. There was one
episode.
moment we did a team flash thing where Grant, myself, Carlos,
teared up.
Tom Felton. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So a lot of times we colloquially refer to ourselves as Team Flash.
Yeah.
This is Team Flash, and there was a moment where thanks. We all we'd fashioned this moment where we all kind of put our hands in. And we say, Team Flash. And Grant's beside me. And we hadn't rehearsed it because I said, guys, I want to try this thing.
We were all like, really?
Put our hands in. And then we put our hands in and we said, Team Flash. And I started crying, basically. Right? Yeah. And he mocked me, so that made it even better.
You were mostly crying because of the real life situation of what we had all been through. And that's it. It got me, too.
Team Flash.
It was just, Team Flash. And he's a sweet guy.
Let's keep it going. Click to the left to watch part 1 of the Flash panel, or click to the right to watch part 3.